Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. John asked Brady not to submit a guilty plea until Brady heard the entire tale when they sat down in the interrogation room at the police station. Perhaps another person struck Sarah. Perhaps there was an issue with your car, John proposed. Brady remarked, "Well, Dad, we'll never really know because Kristen destroyed the car." Brady refused John's offer to look into it. Brady maintained that he didn't think John would find out anything that would lessen Brady's guilt. "You have to accept that your son hit Sarah when he went behind the wheel of a car while intoxicated. And I'll make up for my transgression," Brady emphasized. Brady was reminded by John that the choice he made would affect his family's and his own lives for the rest of their lives. "Brady, Tate needs you." His mother was recently sent to Statesville. What do you think his reaction would be when he sees his father accompanying her there? John inquired. Brady contended that Tate suffered an equal amount from witnessing his father shirk accountability for an error. "You don't have to be this dreadful martyr for them," John bellowed. Brady mused to himself that Teresa would be out of prison in 6 months and that his kids had a big family to take care of them, so he wasn't needed. Brady said, "And Rachel has Kristen." "You just stated what I wanted to say." "Brady, hurry up." "To put it lightly, you know full well that Teresa and Kristen are not stable," John forewarned. Brady, according to John, was not positive that he was at fault. Brady remarked, "You're not going to change my mind about this." Brady contended that the accident could not have any other explanation. EJ discussed Brady's case over the phone with his staff while he was in the police bullpen. "I want everything to be ready before tomorrow's arraignment. You understand that there are no surprises?" Brady Black needs to make amends for his actions, according to EJ. "Eric stepped into the precinct behind EJ, you spiteful son of a bitch," snarled Eric. EJ scowled. "My wife and son should not be traveling to Paris like paupers with you," stated EJ. Eric corrected, "Jude is my son, Nicole is your soon-to-be ex-wife." "Why was Eric in Salem?" EJ questioned. "I came to support my brother here." Eric remarked, "It appears that I returned in time to prevent you from railroading him." Eric was told by EJ that Brady had come clean on his own. Eric was questioned by EJ about his lack of empathy for the victim, who was his ex-lover. Eric emphasized, "My heart hurts for Sarah and everyone who loves her." Eric promised to see to it that Brady had fair treatment. "Given that you committed the exact same crime, I shouldn't be surprised that you crossed an ocean to defend your brother for running over an innocent person while on a bender," EJ remarked. EJ said that Eric had killed someone, not Brady. EJ questioned Eric about his thoughts for Daniel when he was lying in bed with Nicole after he became silent. Eric gave EJ a fierce look. Eric said, "I'm here to see Brady." Eric was led by EJ to an interrogation room where he implied that Eric's prayers would not prevent Brady from serving out the remainder of his life behind bars. "Just so you know, Nicole's divorce is being expedited by her attorney. Any day now, you ought to be getting your final decree," Eric stated. As John emerged from the interrogation room to greet Eric, EJ stalked off. Following some small conversation, Eric inquired about Brady from John. John mumbled, if he weren't hell-bent on pleading guilty at his arraignment tomorrow, he would be doing a hell of a lot better. John asked Eric to try to talk Brady out of it. Brady reflected in the questioning room about his last exchange with Fiona in the pub, when he told her he had to go home. Eric was allowed entry into the room by an officer. Brady leapt to his feet, beaming, and gave his brother a hug. "Why are you in this place?" Brady queried. "Where else would I be during this time with my brother?" Eric shot back. Brady advised Eric not to try to talk him out of accepting a guilty plea. Eric remarked, "If anyone knows that you need to atone for your sins, it's me." Eric mentioned that Daniel had died and Holly had no father as a result of his actions. Brady gave a yes nod. Eric questioned Brady about his level of certainty that he was the driver of the vehicle that struck Sarah. Brady sighed and said that he did remember drinking that evening, even though he did not recall the accident. "I had to do the task." Brady said, "I know I did it. And you have my admiration for accepting accountability for your deeds." Eric said, "I'll be here for you every step of the way." Brady gave his brother a thank you. Eric nodded and added that he, too, had to own up to his mistakes. "I have to locate Holly." Eric added, "It's finally time to tell her the truth, that I was the one who killed her father." Justin questioned John about his talk with Brady in the bullpen. John said, "Unfortunately, pointless." John stated he hoped Brady would take Eric's advice and decline to enter a guilty plea. Justin turned to face EJ. "Perhaps Brady doesn't have the mindset we need to change," Justin remarked. John expressed his faith in Justin. EJ cautioned Justin not to request a lesser sentence for Brady after John departed. EJ was reminded by Justin that he lacked any witnesses or supporting documentation. EJ stated, "But I do have a confession from your client. Anyone can come in here and admit to a crime, but in the absence of evidence, you have a reasonable doubt, which results in an acquittal," retorted Justin. EJ was asked to dismiss the allegations by Justin. Brady was guilty, EJ claimed, but Justin restated that EJ had no evidence. "Do you really want to bring it before a grand jury and jeopardize your already precarious legal reputation?" Justin inquired. Tate assured Holly in the park that his father wasn't a horrible man. "No? Is it morally right for someone to run someone over while intoxicated and then fail to stop and determine if the victim is dead or not?" stated Holly. Tate contended that the circumstances were intricate. "Yes, what he did was horrible, but my dad is an alcoholic. He has an illness," Tate remarked. "Brady ought to have dealt with his problem rather than injuring other people," Holly shot back. Tate remarked, "He didn't mean to hurt anyone, Holly." Holly became enraged, shouting that Brady ought to have known better. Tate observed that Brady was repentant and had relapsed. "I don't understand why you don't feel sorry for him," Tate bellowed. "Indeed, I do not." Holly shot out, "Because, as you seem to have forgotten, my own father was killed by a drunk driver." Tate agreed and said that there had also been a horrible accident that led to Daniel's death. "Look, you think you've forgiven Eric?" stated Tate. Holly was surprised. "Pardoned Eric? What are you trying to say?" stated Holly. Tate was shocked to learn that Holly was unaware that Eric was the intoxicated driver who had murdered her father. Holly insisted on knowing how Eric was involved to Daniel's demise when Tate said nothing. "I assumed you were aware," stumbled Tate. Tate was hesitant to be honest, but Holly persuaded him to do so. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.